everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're at Lexington Cemetery in Lexington, Kentucky, and it's a rainy morning right now, but I have a very interesting video for you today. Since we're coming up on President's Day, I thought it would be fun to do something a little bit presidential related, and there's something in this cemetery, there's people here that are very interesting in history, and not a whole lot is known about some of them. So today we're going to visit the final resting place of the people who would be Abraham Lincoln's in-laws. They were the mother and father and extended family of Mary Todd, who, as you guys probably know, she became the wife of our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln. And there's a lot of history here, so I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it. Now, for just a little bit of background, Mary Todd was born in 1818 to Robert and Eliza, and she was one of 7 children. Now, unlike Abraham Lincoln, who was brought up in poverty, Mary Todd was born into wealth and privilege. Her father, Robert Todd, was a very successful guy. I'll tell you a little bit more about him when we get to the plot. But she was brought up in a pretty large house for back in the day, and I'll put in a picture here. But the Todds were a very large family and also a very successful and prominent family here in Kentucky. Now over here is going to be the Todd family plot. Now it is marked here, and it's pretty easy to find everything in this cemetery. Now Mary Todd's father was Robert Smith Todd, and I'll insert a picture of him for you here. Her mother was named Eliza Parker Todd. She was born in 1794. She passed away December 5th of 1825 here in Lexington at the age of only 31. Now, she passed away when Mary was only 6 years old, and not a lot of information is out there about her. I was not able to find a picture of her, but these are the plots of her parents. This is Eliza, her mother, right here. Right next to her on the left is Robert. Now, this is a pretty beat-up stone. I'm assuming that this is an original, but it doesn't look like it's had a whole lot of upkeep to it. It does appear to be pretty old, but this is Mary Todd's mother. And like I said, not a lot of information is out there about her, but she passed away at only 31 years old. I'm not exactly sure what happened to her, but there's a lot more information on her father here. Now, Robert Smith Todd was born in 1791 here in Lexington, a year before Kentucky was even a state. His father fought in the Revolutionary War, and after the war, his father and his uncle helped found the present-day Lexington, and they became some of the largest landowners and prominent statesmen in Kentucky. Now, Robert Todd studied law, and he was admitted to the bar, but he never actually practiced and decided to take a different path. He was active in a militia company that eventually merged with the Lexington Light Artillery of the 5th Kentucky Regiment around the War of 1812. After the war, Robert started running a dry goods store, and he specialized specifically in French brandies, Dutch gin, and green coffee, and he frequently went to New Orleans to pick up new supply. Now, he also became a partner in a cotton factory in Georgia, and he served as president of the Lexington branch of the Bank of Kentucky. But he was a very well-known man around here. He got actively involved in politics. He was a pretty wealthy guy for back then, and Mary Todd ended up with a pretty good upbringing. She was accustomed to finer clothing, food. They had a lot of dinner parties, and just a very different upbringing and different childhood than Abraham Lincoln had. Now, Robert Todd died suddenly on July 17th of 1849 from cholera at the age of 58. Now, there are a lot more Todds here, and I could go on for quite a while about them, and I probably will do another video here at this location very soon. But for today, that's all we have, so thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.